Okay.
Right, yeah. We book fucking started now.
We actually we started this podcast.
Oh, this is the most cringiest way to start it. It's just like, I don't know. So, what this is. Well, I'm just gonna completely keep this like first bit in. But what should we actually call it? I'm thinking talk o'clock with two C's.
Wait, so it's gonna be like
Talk o'clock, but clock with two C's.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
No
what I
K,
was thinking.
just two C's.
I was thinking it was gonna be the C or the clock was gonna have the two C's. It's like
Well,
why?
welcome to a talk o'clock. Oh god, this is.
That's
You already know
introducing.
be a shit show. Christ.
Welcome to Talk O'Clock.
Fucking mental crisis. Hell. Oh my, this is gonna be fun.
Oh well.
Horribly underprepared.
Well, we were talking about talking a podcast for quite a while now. We actually started it, and
It's awkward, but obviously, it's like being held in interrogation.
not really. It's just like having a conversation, except you're being recorded.
Yeah, but if you think about it, everyone else is gonna hear
Everything you say will be documented.
One day they're just gonna pull up, and be like, "Yo, Dad, just pull up." Right, we haven't done the introductions to ourselves, and I think kind of need that.
Yeah, we're gonna have to like introduce the podcast every time we start the podcast.
Yeah, this is just gonna be like the complete start of it. It's just gonna be me and you attempting to figure out what to say, but it's just gonna be in the entire episode.
Well, I mean, I guess so. That's pretty much what a podcast is, trying to figure out what to say.
I mean, what should we do? Weekly, monthly? I'd say weekly.
Yeah, weekly.
It's something to do.
Just tell me a day, and
Fridays.
I'm always on. So
Fridays. What do you say? Considering today's Friday.
Today actually? Oh yeah, it is Friday. Yeah, that works for me.
Now we need to introduce ourselves before like everything goes shit sideways.
True. So how do you want to introduce, like, okay, so I'm just gonna put you as the host because, well, you're the one that's recording it and shit. So you're the host, so
hello, I'm the host. I was gonna say with the most, but I was like, we haven't even done. This is the first episode. We can't really like be like, oh, I've been the most in now. This is your host / captain speaking. It's your boy Halo.
I'm the co-host, Ethan.
It's just like,
Yep.
That was the most boring way, but that's gonna do.
Hey, you know what?
Fright anxiety just kicked in.
You know what? We don't have to be fucking classy about it. It's a podcast for frick's sake.
Yeah.
I don't know why I said frick, but you're frickin' fricker, you know?
You fucking frick. Fuck!
What do you want to talk about, fam?
We should have talked about this before we hit start.
We really should have. Welcome to the most awkward podcast on the internet. We're trying to figure out what to say as the podcast is being recorded.
Imagine if Gabe was in this though. Like, we'd probably
damn well know that the hard R would have already been said.
For a matter of fucking fact. And we'd be like, are you fucking kidding me?
Now we gotta restart this stupid fucking thing. God damn it.
Fucking cussing him out so fucking much. We're like screaming, you're like, yo, shut up.
It's not like we don't cuss them out already.
All right. So how do we like get some conversation going?
We just talk like we'd normally talk, I would assume. Because I like to make an ass out of you and me.
Are you assuming my gender?
Oh,
I'll
fuck. There we go. There's a topic that'll get us fucking tons of hate right off the bat.
say how me
Woo!
both die. How this I'm about to end this whole man's career.
I'm about to end this career before it's even started by talking some shit about the 64 genders or whatever the fuck it is.
In the technicality of it though, like what is it,
It's
15 billion plus can theoretically exist in cat.
yeah, it's that, except literally all it is the same word
Yeah.
except different.
Well, I think what we're mainly going to be covering here is random talk topics in games.
Well, yeah, it's probably the easiest thing.
I'd say those.
So what do you think about the Master Chief Collection coming to PC?
I was about to say that. To be honest with you, if you haven't heard already, a shit ton of Halo fans have been sending pizza to 343 headquarters.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Look, if someone like that was like, yo, here, you're like, what the fuck? Like,
Can you
pizza men
imagine?
turn.
Can you imagine just fucking working? You just like you're just working security at 343 and you're just sitting there. You're just sitting there at 343 working security and you look at like the front door and you just see a fucking line of pizza guys.
Why is there,
Sorry,
they'll sit there like, yo, why is it like so many, what is that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 delivery trucks?
the fuck? Why are they like what's happening? Just goes outside like, why are you guys all here? Why do you have pizzas? Oh, we got like a bunch of orders
I feel sorry for
for
the pizza
pizzas.
though. They like being fucking hammered for it.
Oh hell yeah, I fucking hate being the delivery guy to do that shit. Just fucking make it there, you give them the pizza, they pay for it and shit, and then you go fucking back and there's another pizza and you're like, what the fuck? To the same place? I literally just went there.
Speaking of pizza though, as it's
I don't
Friday.
have pizza.
As it's Friday, it was my pizza day.
Nice.
Had a Domino's Meteor. That was actually surprisingly pleasant.
Domino's Meteor?
Yeah.
Ooh, that sounds good. Jealous.
It has a range of things on.
I'm assuming it's like ground beef or the fake
If I can
processed
open the
sausage.
menu here, I'll read it up.
That's like the main thing.
Because you got the Mighty Meteor, then you got the Meteor, and the Meteor I think was like the best. Meteor trademark. A light portion of barbecue sauce topped with pork meatballs, ground beef, sausage, pepperoni, and smoky bacon.
Hashtag not sponsored.
And just imagine that, like, straight off the bat, I upload this, and the first email I get is from, like, Domino's, like, hey, yo, you want some free pizza?
Hey, yo, boys. Got a sponsorship. Sad, because the closest Domino's to me is an hour and 45 minutes away.
Deliberately, like, ask him, hey, yo, build one right here.
Yeah, can you build one in this town? So
I
I
think the
can get it
majority of the
easier.
town, like, let's
Well,
thank this podcast.
it would be cheaper than the fucking 2 other pizza places we have here.
Fuck it. I'm gonna fly over there. I'm gonna fly over
I'm
there.
not lying.
Me and you are gonna like handcraft our own perfect pizzas. We're gonna like rival every pizza place.
Fuck it, let's do it. I'm not paying for your ticket though.
Yeah, I'm paying for my own.
There you go.
I ain't paying for your bills though. If you die, you die.
There ain't no medical bills in Canada.
Okay, how good's your medical weight then? Like,
Only been to the hospital once.
yeah, but like, as a reference time, because going here is fucking horrendous sometimes.
Oh
You're
wait, no, I
going,
went to the hospital
Frank,
twice.
I done my
And
wrist in pretty bad. I ever tell you
it's
that?
like, no?
Uh,
Wait, maybe.
young boy
No?
me during PE fell over and done his wrist in quite bad. Handful of hairline fractures. Now they're worse than your standard ones because the hairlines fucking hurt.
Well, I would assume so.
And I think I had like 3. So I go in there. And it takes us like 4 hours to be seen.
Oh shit, well,
And
my
then
wait time
then they
is
said, right, okay, now you could go in for an X-ray. It was an extra 2 hours before they got the results off of that. And then we was really serious to be able to leave, and they was like, we just cast him up.
okay, well, the wait time for the hospital here is easy. It's really fast because the only people that are ever in the waiting room are just a bunch of drunks looking for somewhere warm to stay.
I was gonna say,
Considering,
gotta feel bad for him though.
I mean, it still takes a while because of like the fucking drunks getting their stomach pumped because they're dying on the
Stomach double
fucking
pump.
street. So when I went to
Yo, they
the
pull up, get his
hospital,
stomach double pumped.
when I went to the hospital and I almost cut the nerve endings in my thumb, it was probably about 10 minutes of wait time.
You see, with us, you probably get like stabbed or something. Or you go in there with like a missing arm, like someone's like ripped off your arm. You'll still be waiting in there for like 2 hours.
Yeah, no, if someone ripped off your arm, I'm pretty sure you'd be in the hospital right away where I am.
Yeah, like if you self submit yourself, you're in for a long wait.
Yeah, if you self-submit yourself here, if you fucking run into the ER and you're holding your fucking arm in your hand, they're gonna be like, "Oh shit, this man needs a doctor now."
This man need fucking help with the pee.
Yeah. And then you pass out of blood loss, and then
The
next thing you
golden
wake up,
hour
it's like,
starts.
and then next thing you know, it's like 3 days later, and you finally wake up and you have your arm reattached, and you're like, "Oh shit."
How much money would you charge for an iPhone or just a background for your phone?
For background on my phone,
Yeah,
I wouldn't. There, yeah,
it'd
I
be
wouldn't
free.
charge anything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it just
I
popped
know.
up on one of my things. Just finished this beautiful iPhone background for my persona. If you'd like one, DM me. They're only $2 and they look amazing.
Oh yeah, I know. There's like all the fucking 99
$2.
cent ones, or oh no, there's like with Samsung and Galaxy and shit. There's the whole like themes. Like your phone has a whole
Yeah,
theme where
but
like
then
your
at least
apps
with
and
them,
keyboard and shit
yeah, but at least
like
with the
looks
theme, they
different.
actually look different. Whereas,
Yeah,
you
like
get a phone background.
everything everything looks different. But I mean, I guess if it's like they made it themselves,
They can
I don't know.
charge, but there's just no point of charging.
Yeah, there really isn't, because it's not like someone's gonna see your fucking phone background and be like, "Oh my god, that's such a sick background. Where'd you get it?" They're gonna fucking Google an image and be like, "Oh, that's the image that he has."
Yeah,
Yeet.
I really want to ask him to give it to me, considering I know this person, and I just want to give it an actual look at and go, right, this is what I think of it. Because remember, I'm a very I just like quality things,
Yeah, well, who
but
the
I ain't giving
fuck
them two
doesn't?
bucks for it. I mean, look, that's you're charging me $2 for like something what could be like a 240p image.
I just thought of something. Hold up.
Go ahead, hit us with a thought.
Uh, might. Keep in mind, I might. No, never mind. I'm not. No, never mind. Probably won't work.
No, I was gonna say,
I was
what
gonna
was it
say.
anyway?
I was gonna say I might be able to get us a sponsorship right off the bat, but
With what?
it was a clothing company that was like, nah.
I don't really think they would want.
I mean, my Instagram is sponsored by them, so
You never know. We
if you want 20% off of something, check out my Instagram.
I would say I would probably look about for the sponsors, seeing as I'm running this show. But I
I mean,
think it's too far in its infancy.
yeah, well, it's the fucking first podcast, and we're literally recording it as I thought of this, so there would be
Yeah,
no
like
point.
we were just talking about, like, oh yeah, I would die of laughter or something. I'm just gonna be sitting here one day, my phone's gonna go off. I get an email, I check it. So we want a sponsorship with you guys. We want to sponsor you guys. Me, okay. How weird would that be? Like, first day in, like, I'm gonna get like an email a couple of days later. Hey, so we seem interested in your stuff.
Yeah, we seen your podcast, and it's just like want to sponsor you guys. You guys are you
Well,
and that
what would we
other
actually
fella there really funny.
accept? Because we'd have to at
Well,
least accept. Well, obviously we'd have some sort of limit, wouldn't we?
I'd say maybe like one per podcast.
Oh no, I'm talking about like, what kind of things do we want to advertise on it though? Because we can't really go like, oh yeah, women's razors.
Yeah, no, we'd
I mean, that would be like,
no, we'd have to get stuff that we could like actually like test out and like vouch is a good product. Like
well,
Domino's. They make good pizza.
I would say, I think I should move to Ireland just because the fact that I could order, and because I'm pretty sure they're open till like 2 in the morning.
Domino's?
Yeah,
In Ireland, really? They're open
North.
till
I'm pretty
2 in
sure
the
North.
morning?
Yeah, I was like, yo, I want to
No
personally just go over there, set my base down there, order it like 1:30, start the episode,
There we go. Fuck.
get pizza and order
Shit.
it. But I was like, yeah, no, that's too much time, too much money.
Yeah. I mean,
So
maybe later on in the
scavenging
podcast
leftover
you'd be able
pizza.
to.
Scavenging leftover pizza seems the best idea. And also, I remember I got my mini fridge now, so
Oh shit, you have a mini fridge. I did not know that actually.
it's the same height as my bed.
Second pillow. Okay. I'm gonna go get myself a bowl of cereal because I don't have pizza.
But I say this is the best adventure on a podcast. The man brings his mic.
Well, yeah, it's wireless. Ah.
Wireless flex.
Exactly. Only $140 something because everything where I live is
You see, this
overpriced.
is the. I was about to say this is the first time someone's done something completely out of the blue and completely absurd. He's took his mic to the kitchen.
Oh, but do I want a peanut butter and jelly sandwich instead?
I mean, that would be a bit less noisy if you think about it. Because with
Yeah.
a spoon, you keep like setting it down, it'd be like tink. Oh, we're some thinking ahead boys here.
Yeah, we are thinking ahead.
So I'm thinking we just put it up on SoundCloud. This.
On SoundCloud. We could put it up on YouTube too.
Oh yeah, we could make a separate account.
Yeah, we could make a YouTube account together like you and Cole were gonna do that one time.
Oh my!
long, long ago, and nothing ever happened.
Oh no, it lived. It lived for like maybe
lived for a
2
while,
weeks.
weren't you doing all the work? And
Yeah,
Cole was
no,
just like,
I
yeah,
was doing all
I'll
the
do
editing.
something, I'll do something.
Yeah, and like
And then
that's
he
when I
never
like
made a
just
video or
dropped it.
anything. So you're just like,
Yeah,
oh, never
4
mind.
videos I uploaded for 4 weeks,
Shit.
and I was like, if you don't pull your weight, then I'm just gonna give up on it.
I'm making myself 2 sandwiches because
These were
I
made in
know I'm gonna
2017.
be hungry. The YouTube channel videos?
Yeah.
Fuck, that was a long time ago. It doesn't even feel like it was all that long ago. Feels like it was literally last year.
16th of May 2017 was the first one. The last one being on the 6th of June 2017. It ran directly for 1 month before I shot it. It wasn't going anywhere, so what was the point?
I mean, at least with the podcast.
We're going to keep this consistent just because of the fact that we know.
Well, yeah, we have to record it together, kind of. Unless,
Well, I mean,
one of
we
us
have
are
to.
literally dying.
Even then, you're going to be like on your deathbed. It's me. So, yeah, how you been?
Oh, just fucking dying.
Yeah, I've just like contracted AIDS.
I've just contracted some unknown disease and is dying right now. But other than that, pretty good.
That's great.
Just dies on podcast.
eBay literally dies 2017.
It
would
was
just be
literally 2024.
Yeah, no, it'd be like 2080 or something like that. No, I would literally just be like, yo, eBay just died 2017.
It's like, how did you get like so many years of podcast audio if he died in 2017? Oh, he didn't.
Oh no,
We've been
just
actually recording it.
We've been pre-recording for so long.
We've
Like,
been pre-recording since the womb.
as soon as we learn how to speak, we just like set up this fucking podcast.
Exactly. That's what happened.
Sheer fucking dedication, that.
We've been practicing since birth, you know.
That's how we like learn how to get good with like talking to people. We're gonna get like one day we can get guests on this.
Oh my god. We're gonna get guests on this shit and I'm gonna be like
we're gonna have Gabe as like one of our like occurring co-hosts. But
occurring, so he's not like
well, I mean, if
he's
busy or something, then we can like be like, yo, he's just busy.
No, yeah, I guess so. He's not the
or if you're not
the one co-host.
Then, you know.
He's that he's one like, co-host
he's
that's
there
like
if you need him,
not important.
Just,
like if I'm like really unable to speak because like I'm literally dying.
I'll still get you in. I'll still get you in. Like either way, I'll be like, even if you're fucking dying, you're still doing this episode. Okay, no ands, ifs, or buts. It says on the contract.
It says in the contract that I never made.
It says on the fucking contract, you idiot.
What contract? The contract. Oh, that contract. You know that contract that we never actually named or made? Oh, that contract.
The one we theorized but never completed.
The one that we made on the first episode of this fucking thing. That you never actually got to sign because this is all just talk.
Yeah. This is all just talk at the end of the day.
Oh, I mean. It's talk o'clock.
It's
like that's such a it's such a stupid name.
Well, it's a niche name if you think about it, though.
I mean, I love it, but I hate it.
It's like relationships. You get them everywhere. You can love a game and hate a game.
Exactly.
Current state of games being launched, I currently hate. They know it's got like this riddle of fucking bugs. They'll drop the game day one and go, "Oh yeah, here's your day one patch."
Yo, actually though, like, have you heard of the game Atlas? It's like
which one?
It's pretty much just the second arc, except yeah, their fucking launch day. It was so fucking. Their
servers go down.
Yeah, you couldn't even log on to a server.
Yeah, that's how bad it was. Quite funny. Well, keep in mind they didn't really expect the anticipation, so I mean, come on, like that.
And Battlefield 5. Battlefield 5, they had glitches in the beta that they fixed in the beta, and then they launched the game and it had the glitches from the first beta.
I mean, if you think about that, it's like, what was it? A Capcom game. Imagine working at Capcom, right?
Yeah, you know what?
The QA team. Everything.
Capcom made Monster Hunter World, and that game's actually pretty good. You ever played it?
You just continue on, right? Yeah. Imagine making a really good game. The QA team says, "Okay, here's the game." but the EXE is the one for no DRM. And the no DRM copies are usually given internally for testing.
Oh shit.
So the QA team gave the launch team the entire setup and goes, okay, here you go. And I think for 2 hours when it was up on that Steam store, as soon as it hit launch, everyone was given the no DRM copy. And people started figuring that out. So people started sharing it to their friends, and they got a free copy of the game.
It's like,
And
yo,
I'm like,
check this game out.
Imagine,
Yo, I got it for free because you shared it to me.
imagine fucking up that hard in QA team, like just in QA, that you give them the internal release.
It's like, how do we have 25 million players and only 25 copies sold?
It's like, how?
Which one of you fuckers did that?
Well, I mean, would you
Like,
blame the entire like QA team, or like would you like blame an individual? I mean, I would say in the entire set of people, but then I was like, it's difficult.
it's
Like,
difficult being
give
a
the
game
QA
dev.
team, keep
Just
in
sitting
mind,
there.
with quality assurance.
Knowing, okay, being me, if I were in their shoes, my dumb ass wouldn't have labeled the two games, like the two separate games. And I would have accidentally clicked the wrong one, thinking it was the right one, and then released that.
But for them, they have to like pass it over in such a form. You would expect them to give it to a
Yeah,
launch
I
team to
guess.
verify, like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
this is the right one. But I don't think many game companies or something would do that.
Okay, well, I now have two sandwiches that I'm not going to eat right now.
Right. So let's see here. I'm just like looking through my notes to try and find something which
The
may
second
be.
pillow is a great idea.
I'm trying to find some sort of.
So
No,
Instagram thoughts, am I right?
I was gonna
I sent
say.
streaks today. Okay, I did. No, I didn't. I lied.
Did you now? Did
I lied. I did not send streaks.
Oof. Well, it's too late for that now. I sacrifice them.
I'll have to restart some of them, but most of them I have still. I've got my big one still.
So yeah, I'm just looking through my notes right now, trying to find some sort of. Because sometimes I'll just have random things on here, which could just be a talk right there.
Just random things.
Yeah. Where do they have the name Phoebe in my notes?
Is it someone that you're hitting up and
No, this was like 15th, 1508, 18. Phoebe. Who?
how do you spell it?
Phoebe. No clue on who that is.
Well, there's an actress, a musician, another actress, and an Australian actress. There are three actresses with the name Phoebe and one musician. There you go. Maybe you wanted to talk about one of those actresses, or maybe the musician who's unheard of.
I'm still looking through all my stuff here. She spoke to him in a sensual way. A man uncovers the secrets of the deep secrets of the past. And why is there so little of them rest? This is more confusing the more I look at it.
Are you in the right notes?
You know, I'm looking at my phone notes and I'm like, there's Discord stuff. Oh yeah, that one was a strange dream. I might as well say this one. This is some sort of conversation.
All right.
Right. So I remember this dream. I had to write it down when it happened because it was just really weird. And so the first thing I recall in that dream was I think I must have woke up in my car. It was really snowy. I'm talking about maybe half a meter worth.
Mm-hmm.
And so I wake up in my car and I can see my own breath. It was that cold. I was wearing like everything you would usually go in like really cold weather, right? It was like I fell asleep in my car.
Okay.
So I tried starting it up the first time. Tried starting it up the second time. Slowly chugs to life. And then it was just I could still feel that cold temperature to
Mm-hmm.
now. Like it must have been what, maybe -5 or something like that.
That's cold.
Right? But the thing is,
Fuck, I want to move to the UK if -5 is the coldest it gets.
I'm saying like in that system it was -5. And it wasn't your traditional, for me, the right hand side vehicles, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I was in a left hand drive, so I'm like in theorizing this, I
You're
wasn't
confused because you're an American car.
yeah, I'm theorizing that I wasn't living here. I was either in the States or in that region.
Or you're just somewhere where they drove on the left-hand side.
Yeah, but I kind of factored out majority of Europe because it's not as really that cold. I mainly think when I had that dream, I was mainly thinking around Canada region. Like that's
Okay.
what I could theorize. But it was just like me just casually driving, nothing, no context to it, and just like that.
Just woke up in -5 degree weather, you know.
Yeah,
Just
like
casually
I
drove.
was just asleep in my car. Then I woke up and
Okay, well,
aimlessly drift, just went about. I was like, okay,
so if it's -5 and you said like Canada area, it would be probably closer to the border of the States.
because I mean that was
Probably,
completely out of the blue dream. That
probably more central Canada too.
yeah,
Just the more you go to either coast, the colder it gets. And well, if you live in northern Canada, as I do, where it's -40 all the time, and
and
yeah,
I'm talking in Celsius.
yeah, I'm
This is like
talking in
a
Celsius
reminder.
too. Yeah, no, we go by Celsius for
And
Ireland.
also, I was gonna say we might want to clarify that for everyone who's like just fucking heard that with Celsius gang. Well, fuck you, Fahrenheit.
Fuck, you're
Supposed to
confusing
be.
shit where it's freezing.
I was
Freezing
about to say,
temperature is
yeah,
fucking 32 degrees. Like what?
yeah. At least I usually just like keep in mind it's Celsius, you know. But yeah, it was just so out in the blue that dream. Like you know, that's how it
I
felt like.
I did not hear a word you said until that's what it felt like because your mic just did robot.
Bleep bloop, motherfucker. I'm
It
gonna eat
just
your
did a
face.
robot. I'm gonna take a bite out of my sandwich now.
Ooh, he's devouring his food.
Mm.
Jesus
Peanut
Christ,
butter
it's
jelly with a
turning
baseball
fucking
bat.
ASMR.
Mm. Simple things in life.
Or sometimes you just got to enjoy the small things.
Mm-hmm.
That could have been taken out of context. Some girl could roast you for that.
And you know what? It's not the notion, it's the motion.
I'm pretty sure it's like 2 inches. What is it like? It's 2 inches to get to a G spot.
I don't know. I don't research these things.
Like,
So
so
I don't have to.
if you have a, if you think about it, right? If it's 2 inches though, like, that's not really much effort. So you can have like a maybe what, like three, and
Yeah.
still get someone. Well, considering that you shouldn't really be factoring in your love from the size of their penis anyway. It's
True,
about
true.
the emotional connection to it. Yeah, you can have sex, but it's sex at the end of the day. What the only time I really think it would be necessary would be if you're planning to have kids.
What?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you
Oh yeah,
can
I guess
still
so.
do it as for, like, you know signifying your love for each other. But for people, it's just a grey spot for most relationships.
Yeah, I was gonna say a lot of relationships are like, oh, your dick's small? Bye. Unless unless you're a bigger person, then I can understand why you'd leave someone with a small dick.
But it's like I would say all relationships should be factored on how much they actually like you,
Yeah,
and
that is also true.
if it works fluently. Because I mean, like, get some relationships out there. They're absolutely perfect for each other, but the woman leaves him just because the fact that his dick's too small, something like that, or he
Yeah.
doesn't want sex all the time. Which, in my sense of thought, having not too much sex, like, again, resorting to showing love to one another,
Yeah,
but not abusing it.
your relationship should not be based off of sex.
If it's based off a single action, it's more petty than anything. If you're
It's
just basing it off one thing, yeah, if
it's
you
like
mix it up or have it really heavily induced, maybe you're like that one type of person. That makes sense, but that feeling goes.
it's like having a fuck buddy, kind of, if your relationship is just based around sex. Because you don't have an emotional attachment to them, but you still think they're attractive and you want to smash.
Exactly.
Except it
So
would be
it just kind of like brings this loophole of, like, do people want to have sex
also,
kind of thing?
fun fact, it's not fun having fuck buddies.
I mean, half of the time it's more dangerous.
Because if you do end up catching feelings for them and they don't for you, and
Well,
then
the thing
like
is,
you
with fuck
find out
buddies,
they slept with
the thing
how many
is,
people, right?
like, if you have, like, friends with benefits, fuck buddies, things like, you're more prone to a risk of some sort of infection.
That is, wear a condom, kid.
Remember, kids, only fools don't wrap their tools.
Oh, fuck, that's a story that just reminded me. Okay, so
Okay,
my
and this is
buddy,
like story time as well. General conversation, games, food, and fucking stories.
me and my one buddy, we were going to Subway for lunch because we have a Subway in our town, but we don't have a fucking pizza place. Anyway,
Makes sense.
so we're going to a Subway to get some food, and I see my other friend and his girlfriend going to whoever's place to go do it, and we're joking around with them because we're walking with them to a certain point until we split up. We're just joking around with them, and then we finally split up, and my buddy, he just fucking turns around after I said something about, oh, $10 says they're gonna fuck. He just turns around and all you hear from probably about a 3 block radius is, "Hey, remember, only fools don't wrap their tools." And that's all you hear. And then instantly afterwards, I'm just fucking sitting there like, ooh.
Well, least he actually considers safe sex.
True.
I would say this is where we can bring up either we've got a folk choice topic here now. We can rail over to sex ed or the current state of gatherings of like fandoms and things, and how high STI rates are probably estimated. I'd say sex ed. We can really like dive deep here.
Use a dental dam. If you don't know the chick and you're gonna go down on her, use a dental dam.
To the best life advice right there. We're gonna sell that on.
And you get flavored. You can get flavored dental dams too, so it doesn't just taste like latex. You can get grape flavored.
Kool-Aid.
I've seen a watermelon one. I think I have a watermelon one somewhere.
Okay, TMI.
Hey,
We don't need this.
Deal with it.
So, what's your thoughts on the current stage of sex education in schools?
Honestly, okay, at my school, the most sex ed we had was one class in gym where they were literally, here's a wooden dildo, here's a condom. This is how you put a condom on. Don't have sex without a condom. And here's some condoms. Because I know you're having sex. You're in high school. I was also a teenager once. And that was the class.
The final sentence, I was a teenager once. That.
Yeah, because... Yeah.
Everyone's teenager at once. I remember.
Well, yeah, no, but it's like...
My sex ed, I think there was 2 classes, but I skipped out one because one was optional. They, you know the Velcro stuff? Like,
Yeah.
we had to put on the body parts, like assemble the genitals, and then tag it.
Wait,
And-
what?
And someone had 2 dicks. And thought, clearly, they
Yes.
thought it was something else. They thought it was the testicles or something. I can't remember. But he put it on. And then I remember someone looking over and went, "That's not right. There's only supposed to be 1 meat shaft," or something like that. And we all just died.
Oh, fuck. In that one sex ed class, whenever someone, like, one of your friends grabbed a condom, you just be like, "Oi, put that back. Your dick's not big enough."
There'd be that. Back onto
Or
the
just say
topic,
wrong
though,
size.
right? I think the current state of it, like, yeah, we kind of got to it like a bit more of like a median age, which was a bit more normal. But I
mean-
think, don't you think they're teaching them a bit too early now?
What do you mean?
Like, showing them pregnancy and how girls get pregnant and shit. Like, just basic stuff like
Okay,
that.
like, yeah, basic shit, like, but what do you mean, like...
5th grade, maybe? I can't remember. No.
No, I definitely was not
Oh.
shown that shit in 5th or 4th grade. I was shown that...
I'm pretty sure
Probably
that's what they're
around-
doing now in 4th. I'm pretty sure for here it's like year 4 or year 3. I can't remember, but it's like year 3.
Year
4,
3,
or
we
5.
weren't even fucking learning sex ed where I am. Jesus Christ.
I can't. But that's like now.
Y'all are
Um,
fucking horn dogs over in the UK.
For me, I think I had some sort of thing at least taught or shown off. You know, like in year 5.
Well, yeah, and you're where I live. You start learning about sex ed in year 4, where they like teach you this is a penis,
Yeah, no,
and
that's
this
what
is
they
a
done
vagina,
for us.
and
that
that's
was year
where
4.
you pee
No,
from.
year 4 or 5, one of those two. But
They just kind of told you that, and if you laughed, you weren't mature enough, kind of thing. And
Yeah.
then it was probably about 5th grade when they told you what your what the
Yeah, as
schools
soon
would
as you
teach
hit
you what
like
your testicles
year
are for,
6,
but
year 7,
everyone
maybe
knows.
year 8, you
At least where
probably
I live,
yeah.
everyone
That
had
was for me
already
at
known.
least as well. So we was like in the clear.
It was like year 5 or year 6 where they're like, yeah, so you stick your dick in the vagina.
Yeah, I think nowadays, I think they're just teaching them a bit too young now. So I'm thinking, with the
See, I
current age of technology and things like that, it just doesn't gel well. You're teaching kids sex ed in an earlier age, and then
well,
giving them unprecedented access to the internet because
I mean,
parents
they're
aren't, giving them
well,
some sort of like watch
okay.
over on
See,
the internet.
where I live, because it's super expensive to live here. There's a lot of rich people where I live. Um, there are kids in like the first grade, maybe kindergarten, even that have fucking iPhones and shit. So
That's what I
I feel
mean.
like I
Them.
feel like they already know what fucking porn is when you're like, because you're like, ooh, I'm gonna be like, remember when you're like younger with the fucking school computers and you're being funny with your friends and you search up naked girl and
No.
you have
Uh.
struggle
All right.
spelling
This.
naked or some shit.
Nah. I don't know why, but a part of me just couldn't spell vagina the world's longest time.
For the longest time when I was younger, I couldn't spell naked, so it'd always be like neck.
NAKD.
Yeah, or that and
And
shit.
now it's a fucking, what is it, like a milkshake company now or something?
I don't know. There used to be a brownies company called AIDS before AIDS was a
Yeah,
thing. They're like,
yeah.
you want to
It's
lose
fun.
weight fast and still have that great brownie flavor? Come on by to your local grocery store and pick up some AIDS.
But yeah, back when I was younger, I just couldn't spell vagina for the life of me.
hmm
It was
I mean, I
always
don't think
J,
any kid could.
with the J.
I think mine was Vagna.
So I had like a fairly decent spelling at it. It was just, I think it was actually one episode of Family Guy what clarified the spelling for me when I was younger.
Fuck. I was rewatching Family Guy actually when we started discussing about this podcast. I'm not even fucking lying.
We've had like this conversation. We've been like talking about, oh yeah, we should do a podcast. We should do a podcast. Here it fucking is.
Yeah, it's facts.
Smart thinking. I was like, I could do some shit on Discord, play some Xbox. I was like, fuck that shit. I'm in the mood just to talk.
We should really start. We should have. Did you set a timer for when we started the fucking podcast or no?
It it just says in the top left corner on how long it's recording for.
Oh, that's good. I was gonna say I have no idea how long we've been recording for.
We've been going for about 48 minutes now.
Oh, that's decent. I mean, we could still go longer.
What I've done is I've just found this Skyrim ambient loop.
It's like, what's gonna be in the background now?
Well, no, the only reason I have it running is just because of the fact of it stops killing my TV, and also it's just something nice for me to look at when I'm talking. Because I've got my two screens. I'm one's just like if I need to search something up or I'll use my phone. I've got you, and then I've just got like my surroundings really.
Huh. Oh, I just ordered some. I ordered myself some fucking LED lights for my room, like an LED
Speaking of
light strip.
which, right? So I thought, because I'm moving rooms, I've got the paint already set up. We had to get a custom mix for it. Looks really nice. Tomorrow we should start doing baseline painting, and we should at least buy the flooring tomorrow. That's my goal at least. So I said I want to go to IKEA in this week, and I want to buy another LED strip because there is a pane of glass above the door, and I want to put an LED strip on it
Ooh,
because then you can like have it go a full rainbow. It would look really nice. it would show off, a bit more of my room.
That's why
Of course, I'll like show pictures once it's done, or like do an actual video tour.
see. I've always liked the look of like LED light strips and shit, and now that I have an Echo, I can control it without
Control
having
wise.
to like
I was
use the
thinking of getting
remote.
one of those smart LED lamps. I'm not smart
Uh,
LED lamps, but like an light bulb. So I was gonna put it in my light, and then I could change it orange and be like, "Hey, or did I just pull up?" But yeah,
yeah, I actually.
my mini fridge, right, is so as a height comparison. I don't know if I've sent you a picture before, but to directly describe it, height wise, it's maybe two 1.2 liters of Coke bottles.
Two 1.2 liters of Coke bottles.
Yeah, so like the 1.2
So you could have just
liters.
said a 2.4 liter bottle.
Yeah, but then that would just make sense of the big ones because you got like the skinny boys and then you got the big boys.
Yeah, I guess so.
So yeah, it's two Coke bottle, like two 1 liter Coke
Two,
bottles
yeah.
tall. Also, it's the same height as my bed.
Okay.
And it's such an amazing little appliance. I've had it for maybe a week now. Just so nice to actually have one. Inside right now, I'm pretty sure I got two drinks, two ciders, two desserts, one smart water, and the last handful of energy drinks before I put another load in there.
Nice.
Yeah, of course, my room is like looking absolutely horrible right now.
Oh yeah, no. My room is horrible too.
Well,
I
because
have
remember, I'm moving rooms anyway, so I said I'm just gonna let completely loose, and I can make
I
my room
have
look like a really bad state, and then I just can move everything when the time comes.
I have a fan on top of my trash can because my room gets too hot when I'm using my Xbox for long periods of times.
It's about to say
So
yours is the old one, ain't it though? So
yeah, it's the older Xbox. So
yeah,
she
I
gets fucking hot.
also because you know I have two sisters. The
Yeah.
oldest one had the room first before she left, and of course there's like secrets they have left behind as well.
Oh.
So she was round the other day, and she's like, "Oh, so you're getting this room?" So I was like, "Yeah," and so okay, yeah, I've let's go check if something I've left in here is still there. And so under the window, standard, hatch window, you open it fully, and somewhere under there is a piece of paper which just says "P.S. I love you." And on the flip side of it, it just says "I love you too."
Damn.
And that's
I
been
thought
sitting there for 13 years.
I thought there's gonna be a joint.
I
Some really old fucking joint. Fucking
mean, I'd probably kill you if you think about it.
no, it'd just be really dried up and it would really it would
I mean, that's
you'd
what I
still
mean.
smoke it, but there you wouldn't get high from it because
It would just be like
just
smoking shit then.
it
But
would just be smoking like a leaf. You wouldn't get high from it. Just the THC would have been dried out and shit. So
yeah, like I say, when it's like you get a different room and then you start exploring it too. I've got a nice
yeah.
paint plan set up for it. It's going to be again white and orange, but I'm going to try and go for a bit more of a cleaner white and orange feel
Mm.
because that's what I'm currently rocking is white and
I,
orange. But I want to make it like a bit more.
I would paint my room, but couldn't be bothered.
I mean,
And
look
it's
at
fine the way
Cole's
it is.
room
So
state, fucking
fucking
half
half
painted.
painted,
You know
half
that's like
painted, some like ghetto shit. Fucking
So
masking tape still up and
I was about to
everything.
say, fucking, that's when you know maximum like jank has been applied. But then
Maximum ghetto.
to each their own, ain't it?
Yeah.
Fucking the amount of shit where they're like, oh yeah, fucking this, and we're like, how have you not done that yet?
Facts.
We're like, you spent like a long time on painting your room, and you just fucking just quit halfway through. Tomorrow's we're gonna start sorting out the paint. Oh yeah, with that room, I'm getting a free soundbar. My sister's like, I don't want it. Well, she didn't say anything about it, so I'm like, okay, I'm taking it then. Free soundbar out of it. Freebies, ain't it?
Facts.
Of
What
course, I'm gonna redo the setup here. I'm gonna clean my desk up very nicely and go through all the drawers and things.
what I wanted to get into a while ago?
What?
I wanted to get like a launch pad.
Make your own music.
Yeah, it was like I thought that was like so cool, but then I was like, I don't have the money to get a launch pad, and I couldn't be bothered to put all the effort into it.
So price tag to them is like the part that scares most people off.
You
I
have to
see. I see the
remember.
retail price of them right now.
You have to remember what button is like makes what sounds. It's like and you still and like half the time you still need like a keyboard to make the songs actually sound good too. So
Let's see here. Amazon. What? Let's see.
like fuck, that was the
64,
laggiest.
64 RGB backlit pads, 8x8 grid, $129.99.
Yeah, no, didn't
Bit
have
too.
the money. I I'm gonna stick with
Just using a
not.
fucking headset and a keyboard.
Yeah, pretty much.
Considering that most people actually somehow make music like that. Oh, so the last handful of days I've been pretty ill.
Yeah.
Man was hit with that thick sore throat.
I don't get sick that much. Think
Tomorrow you're gonna get like fucking super cold or something.
the last time I was sick, I had some stomach bug that was going around my town, and I was dry heaving like every hour or so, maybe. Just fucking dying. The next day after like I was done puking, I woke up with like the most killer migraine. I was like, nah, I'm not about to
Yeah,
do this shit.
yeah. For me, this sore throat I had to go through 2 packs of soothers, shit tons of
Ooh.
water, and a muscle relaxing bath to get me through one day.
The last time I like puked though, when I
Yesterday,
wasn't sick.
that one was a bit more bearable, but I still didn't talk as much. Today I'm feeling around 95%, but I still helped clean my room up. Well, my other room.
Oh yeah, nice.
Yeah, the thing was, a piece of metal invaded the base of my slipper
Ouch.
and started lightly poking at my foot. No, like not into my actual skin, but I just like felt it lightly poke. And I was like, that doesn't feel right. So I take the time to step aside, take my slipper off, and I get the pliers out. And it's a good maybe 2 millimeters long.
Oof.
And I was like, this shit could have hurt if it went into my foot.
Dude, it's just like having a pebble in your fucking shoe.
Well, at least with a pebble, it doesn't hurt as much, but having a fucking piece of metal directly stab your foot isn't.
Yeah, I mean, but I mean, still, like, just that, like, little poke. it's just enough to fucking irritate you so much.
Yeah, but at least with like a rock, you can boot. If something's like in your sole of your shoe, like you have to
Yeah,
stop and actually like pull it out.
yeah, but with like a rock, you can just kind of move it in
You can
between
just
your
like,
toes or
yeah,
something.
or like quickly throw your shoe off and then like shake it about, then like just put your shoe back on easy as.
Yeah, but yeah, I could understand where you're coming from with like the metal.
Yeah,
It's
considering I
like
had to use some pliers to get it out.
it's like stepping on a nail, but the nail's not quite big enough to go straight through, and it just like kind of comes through the sole of your
It
shoe, but it
was
doesn't like
just at the
go through your
side of
foot.
it, so the bit of padding, like kind
Oh,
of
so it was just like in the padding, like the side of your shoe. It was
just
just
about
like
a poke
poking
through
the
if I stepped
side.
hard enough. If I was to
Oh,
take a tradition and if I took a proper step, then that would have fucking gone.
oh, that would not be
But it was
fun.
just because I was like lightly moving through something. I was trying to put something in the bin. I was like, I might as well just shuffle over. What's the point of me, you know? And that's when I felt it. I was like, oh shit. So
I
yeah,
almost.
my plans for
Oh,
tomorrow are solid.
I have stepped on a nail, and it's a miracle it didn't go through my like shoe because it was like pointy side up.
Oh
So
shit.
happy I was. I'm so happy I was wearing my work boots because I stepped on it and I felt it puncture like the rubber, but like the rubber was like so thick and I'm pretty sure it
Made
was
you
the
think.
steel sole too. And it was just kind of like went in and then as I stepped off of it, it like came out. And I was like, oh, oh,
Scared you. You thought your adrenaline
oh.
was like keeping you going before like just leaving a trail of blood out your foot.
Yeah. I looked down and I see the nail. I was like, oh,
You know,
thank
shit.
God. It's like
I'm
so
sorry, what do you
scared.
think? Put this on SoundCloud, we put this on YouTube. When I make that
Put
count.
them on both.
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
No, yeah. And then you could put it on Spotify too, maybe,
I
if you
think
can.
if Spotify isn't a paid thing, you know,
Yeah,
at least with SoundCloud, you just upload your own shit.
yeah. And with SoundCloud, I feel like it's a lot easier to get found and
And
shit.
for our image, we can just like, I mean, look, it's a talk o'clock. It's easy as we'll probably write it in Comic Sans or something shit like that.
Facts. Literally, our logo could just be talk, like TOC.
Yeah, but then you know TikTok would probably be like, no, ain't having this in
Well,
my
no,
ball game today. Like,
they're TIKTOK.
yeah, but you know them, they would probably copyright the words were close to it.
Yeah, but I don't think they can legally copyright that,
Well,
can they?
keep in mind, you know, Candy Crush, fucking the word Candy Crush, the phrase Candy Crush, Saga, I'm pretty sure was copyrighted at one point. So any word can be copyrighted if you put money towards it.
Yeah, but it's not the same word. It's
Think about
TOC,
it,
not
because but you
TOK.
get what I mean. Like, we'd probably get in some, like silly legal shit. Fucking someone just comes out of nowhere like, you ain't doing that in my ball game part.
Well, I mean, in either way, it would just be like the logo. So it'd just be like T period O period C. So it's not actually the word.
So I was gonna say we'll write it in fucking
Or we could put a second C in the logo. Because it's clock with two C's.
right. Because we've already identified that this is not safe for work. Racism, no racism, right? Uh, we can cover. Look, we've already gone through the topic of sex ed. Uh, we've talked about sex ed. We've talked about mildly about genders.
I don't want to get into that because I feel like
we'd probably get fucking killed.
Yeah.
We're gonna fucking wake up with an angry mob outside and we go, shit. Oh well, track two of this fucking YouTube playlist, Skyrim Ambience Rain.
Ooh.
Oh shit.
You know, I actually kind of don't like rain sounds in games because it's always so fucking intense.
It's always
It's just
so
like
fucking loud.
it's like overpowering every other sound. It's just
Or
like
look at that one game I played and I recorded. If you're in the shower, it sounds like a fucking monsoon. Speaking of monsoons, when we went to go pick up my paint, it wasn't like your traditional downwards rain. It was fucking raining sideways.
it's raining sideways.
And no, it was really funny because I was like, this is just so I got my other fucking new jacket and I was like, I am so looking forward to going. And this was when I'm pretty sure I got ill. Like I walked out, fucking blasted with rain, wind smacked me straight in the face. Hood came right the fuck down. Me, are you fucking kidding me?
uh,
Like it was
worst
in such a like short amount of time, which caught me off guard.
the worst storm I think I've ever been in. I was camping in a tent. And there was a fucking tornado.
Oh shit!
So we're sitting there. We're just like, oh, it's just raining, you know, and the rain casually gets more and more intense. We're sitting there and we're like, okay, we move over into the one of our friends' trailers or no family trailers, like because it was just like a big family thing and we had multiple plots kind of thing. So we move over into a trailer and it starts getting like even worse, and then we hear the tornado sirens go off. So everyone books it to the one building in the whole fucking thing, and that's the washrooms. Obviously, me and my brother being like, I don't know, maybe
Tough guys.
7 and 8, we go to the fucking guys' side, and we're sitting there, and then our mom comes in. She's like, "Get your ass into the girls' bathroom." What? Why? Because there's more people over there. Thus more meaning it's heavier. Thus more meaning the tornado will have more trouble picking us up rather than if you're
Yeah,
in this half.
but then with there's more people, they're more likely going to fucking die.
I'm like, but that is like, well, I'm like 7 at this point, so I'm just like, okay, I listen to mom and mom knows best kind of thing.
Yeah, like
So
the whole system of like
me and my
mother knows
brother,
best, which
me
is
and my
kind of weird
brother
if you think
fucking
about it.
made my brother run in, whatever. So we're just there. We fucking come out, and we lost the cover for our tent
Yeah, not too
because
bad.
of the tornado. So we open up our tent door and fucking just floods out with water, and we're like, oh, son of a bitch.
Shit.
We fucking ended up
This
finding
person
the.
says cute Pokemon background commission I just finished. I'm looking at that, and to be honest with you, that just looks like they've went on the internet. And that's it.
Well, I mean, that's all like half the backgrounds are, unless you have like picture of you and your friends. Otherwise, it's just like internet, cool picture. Oh, that
I
one's
mean,
pretty cool.
like my background is of a rally cross jump, right? And it's I think one of the best looking screenshots. Yes, I got shit tons of other ones of like Pikes Peak, all these others, but do I want to pay $2? This brings me into my other thing. I just don't like. So here's me. I'm trying to get rally cross pictures, right,
Hmm.
off of the Mini, which is a fairly recent car, and there's shit tons of photographers. So I'm like, okay. So I see a stock image, and I'm like, okay, why is there stock images? Then I look onto the stock image library, and there's fucking loads of them. But guess how much they're charging you if you want a high res one? $47.
Photographer has to make their money somehow, but if you want to make a
What, from a
lot of money,
stock
just be
image?
Just be a fucking wedding photographer if you want to make a lot of money. You're not gonna make money off of
Oh,
fucking taking
fucking.
pictures of rally cars.
Well, I'm saying, like, for photographers, they usually come by their own will, but yeah, it's just kind of a scummy move for the fan base of motorsport. You're trying
Yeah.
to, like, you take really high res images of these really beautiful, like, fucking cars, right? And
Hmm.
you put, like, you're trying to Google it, right? And you're being
And all
charged
you
like
see is
70
like,
fucking bucks just for one image. I'm like, why? I sometimes think I should really just email them and be like, look, I just want this stock. I don't want to pay for it. I want it in high resolution so I can actually use it for myself as a background.
well, I mean, none of them are gonna fucking do that. They're gonna be like, "Well, you're stealing my art." Yeah.
And I'll be
You
like,
should do
well,
that.
technically, it's not really your art because if you think about it, the motorsport companies and the manufacturers behind it create their very own art, being the machine and the shell of the machine. So therefore, you're only taking a picture of their art, so it's not really yours; it's theirs.
Yeah, but then they're gonna be like, "Well, I still had to pay to go to the event. If you really wanted a picture of it, you could go there your fucking self."
But then, if you're press, you usually get either for free.
Yeah, but they still have to pay travel expenses, I believe.
But I mean, some places will give you travel as well.
Well, yeah, but that's like if you're like really
I mean,
fucking
if I
big,
had a
like
really expensive camera, I would go into like the whole press thing, but I wouldn't go out of my way to go, I'm going to put these on a stock site. Because if I wanted to be like the best photographer out there, I would put my image, my reputation over money. Yes, I could be paid out the arse by giving them all to a stock company,
hmm.
but what's the point? Where I can use them, let the entire fan base of that motorsport or whatever I'm taking pictures of actually enjoy it in a nice high resolution. Instead of kids like, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Okay, so my brother, I believe, is having friends over, so
He better start some
background.
SMH.
Uh, no, he's not that kind. Like my brother, he's a popular kid, but
He's gonna get smashed
he's
by
not.
a person. That's
He's
that's how we know it's gonna go down. Changed my
no,
mind.
no. He is no. That's not how it ever goes down for him.
Watch it go down though one day. You're gonna be like, oh shit, he was right.
I mean, good on him if he does, but he's the kind of popular kid that's like popular because he's really good at all the popular sports, but
But
he's just
nothing
an
can beat
ugly piece of shit.
fucking meme. Yeah, you remember that one image like of your old fucking Facebook with like
Oh
that
my god.
meme impact
Oh
font?
yeah, the fucking Infinity.
E-fan, E-fan, E-F-F-A-N.
Yeah, wait,
Bro,
I I think I still have Facebook installed. I do still have it installed.
Jesus Christ.
So, awkward silence.
This is, I still think, one of the best ways to start things up. It's we've had a really shit start, but we've managed to get some like, good convo in.
Yeah, it's a great start for a podcast. We've been recording for probably what, like an hour and
An
a
hour and
half, maybe.
15 now.
Oh, an hour and 15 minutes. Huh? Huh.
Yeah, we'll
Oh
keep
yeah, I guess
rolling
so.
till I'd say let's just try and go before 2 hours, but like not 2 hours. You think about it? Like we'll go like our maximum being two.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, that'd be smart.
So then we don't like kill everyone, but then there's some people who are like, oh, I like listening to these people. But it's the first episode, so we're like,
Yeah, you like talk about the more important shit at the beginning of the podcast because
we'll just talk about everything. Like we've already covered partially cars, food, games,
well,
sexuality, sex ed already.
I
Like
say
we've gone through so many general topics now. Food as well.
yeah, yeah, I would say we should probably like do like the interesting conversations and like the we should do all the interesting shit like for like the first majority of it, and then we can get like the stupid funny shit away
I
at
was
the
to say
end for
if
the
we
people that are like,
should mix it, because
eh.
you think about it, if we
Well,
kind of
yeah,
need
we
to
could.
keep it really mixed at first because we need opinion.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Like we've come so far, you know. So it's like, huh.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, well, now there are people at my house, and I don't like people.
What about your opinion on the application called Wish?
Stupid.
Yeah, I'm gonna be fucking honest with you, it's dog shit.
They okay. I've seen some like videos of people ordering shit from it, and they're like, it was like a 5-star rated drone on the app, and they
But
get
it's
it,
like
and it's like
absolutely fucking dog shit.
it's shit quality renders at like it moving like the camera quality that it records at is like 4 frames per second. It's
Now some places, uh, image wise, when they put watermarks, what do you think would be best? Like low profile or high profile?
for what? Sorry, come again.
Just images in general. Would you prefer like a bit more of a hidden one, but if you photo properly, you'll see it? Or do you like the ones that were a larger one?
Wait, what?
For images, like pictures and shit.
Okay, for images and pictures, shit. What are you talking about?
Like watermarks.
Oh, watermarks. I wouldn't put them like make them like fuck off like everywhere. I would put them. I'd put like a watermark in the bottom left-hand corner that's noticeable enough to say like, "Hey, you're stealing my image." If someone steals your image,
Yeah,
but
I'll
it's
put
not
like
like
a well
completely
placed low
ruins the
profile one.
image. Yeah.
Like for some rally cross ones I'd see, or just like rally cross. Motorsport ones as well, right? You would put them in a place which is the least important when you look at it. So let's say, I don't know, maybe there's a large tarmac section followed by the car, right? What they would do is they would position it in that tarmac section, still to the point where it's visible and you can see it and no one can edit over it. But you're mainly attracted to what you're actually looking at. So you're looking at the car.
Yeah. Yeah, but like if someone were to steal the image, you could still like fucking
You
crack
you
down
point
on
out
them.
and be like, there, look, you didn't do that.
Yeah, I understand exactly what you're talking about.
Understandable. Have a great day. Yeah, we've gone through so many topics, ranging from home appliances.
Well,
Yo, we need them sponsors though.
yeah, we do, but that's probably not going to happen for a little bit.
Yeah, unless we find something which is like, yo,
We'd we'd have to gain a following before they actually like
I mean, there's probably like some
start
places
noticing
out
us.
there who would probably be like willing to rate, like, yeah, properly risk their shit.
Well, I mean,
I mean,
yeah, I
sometimes like
guess
a
so.
brand image would probably help us,
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I wouldn't mind Audible or something like that. You think about it?
Yeah, but who fucking listens to audiobooks?
I mean,
Let's
look,
be real here.
it's something. Or
I
a
mean, like,
password management system, because that's probably what we're gonna have to go through at one point.
I mean, like,
Like for me, that's gonna be like, oh shit, what's the account? We're gonna be sitting there like, my fucking, uh,
I have like 3 accounts.
well, considering I got
Well, I
different
would have,
variations of passwords,
I'd
it would be
have
nice
like
to remember them.
when we make the YouTube channel and shit. That would be my third account, and I would only have to. It would be a third password for me. So I use the same password for almost everything. And you guys will never find out what it is. Woo.
Me being me would be like, oh, I found it, and you'd be like, what? You put it in our Discord chat like 20 minutes ago, trying to log into something, I think. Are you fucking serious? Yeah, I think we've covered a decent amount for our first episode, considering it was me and you. If we had Gabe,
Well, I mean,
oh man, the amount of times we'd probably have to fucking restart. We'd probably be
true.
going on like a main topic now before he'd fucking railroad off. Knowing him, he would be like, fucking, we'd be talking, he'd be like, yeah, and this happened, and then we'd be like, you've just said something really fucking racist.
Or we would just be like joking around with him, and he'd just fucking pull something out of nowhere and just be like, "You fucking bleep with a hard R."
Knowing me, if anything like that was to actually happen, I would actually during the editing process, I would actually replace that swear with just an elevator sound. So
Honestly.
if Gabe was to really like start going off on one, all you'd hear is like sections of like elevator tracks playing where he would swear to it.
Yeah, where he's just like going off on some racist tangent, just
Yeah. Oh,
some
this
elevator music, just.
motherfucking you hear
And then when he's like done his racist tangent, you could just like,
ding.
yeah,
Like
like
a really fucking
you've reached your
obnoxious,
floor.
really fucking obnoxious ding.
It's like, okay, you done? Yeah, I'm done
If you
now.
think about it,
It's
doing a
like,
sensor bleep
sweet.
would be like more harsh.
Yeah, I guess so.
Also, say we could do 2 episodes if you think about it this week.
We could, like, we could do 2 episodes a week and just upload
Yeah,
one per week, and we just
I was gonna say we could
like
do like 2 that week. We can do this week, today. I don't know, Sunday.
works for me
I mean,
because we can just
pretty decent. And then we can probably
because
get
then we'd
Gabe on
always
Sunday.
yeah, and then we'd always be ahead too on the podcast, so
And
we
if
wouldn't have
something
to.
happens, then we still have like that consistency to it.
Yeah,
I think so. Fridays and Sundays just fit.
yeah.
It'd be quite nice. So there we go. Fridays and Sundays. Upload times, somewhere in that day.
At some point
Well,
on one
considering
of those days.
we're gonna like have to iron out like a time, but that would
Well,
probably be like
as long
beforehand.
as it's weekly, it should be okay.
That's what I mean. Fridays and Sundays make the best. Gives us like a day to chill out.
Yeah,
And or, actually have some sort of story to go through.
true.
And then we can have Gabe in and then like spice it up a bit. To avoid any legal things.
Oh my god. Having Gabe in here is gonna be
Oh man.
oh oh. And if we ever bring Clifford onto the cat podcast,
Oh.
oh, that'd be even more of a pain in the ass.
We'd have to tell him, like, no, if you say anything racist, we'll come to your house and do things unimaginable. And Jesus wouldn't like that, wouldn't he? Jesus would be like, look, I'm gonna be real with you, Chief. Don't fucking do that.
Oof.
I'd say we're gonna keep on the premise of avoiding sensitive topics.
So like genders and all that
No,
shit.
just like talking about like serious world events what happen. We'll just like kind of like keep ghosted around them. But we could use them, but I mean that'd be kind of a shit thing to do.
Yeah. It would not be very good.
It would be racism. Racism, man. That's
And
what I say.
racism does not get
It's
good.
bad.
Yes, no good. No bueno.
No bueno. No bueno. No bueno. But yeah, I think we'll okay, so who else would we get? We'd get Clifford, we get Gabe, Cole, who else? I think that would be the main handful.
Those would be, yeah. If we could get, I don't know who else we could get.
Nikki? That's like down to Skype, that's the thing.
I don't know, maybe. Uh, I mean, we could try, but I'm not sure if she'd be
Yeah,
really down to.
as long as she doesn't railroad and like something really weird personal.
True.
Like yeah, we can keep stories like we can say people like, oh yeah, me, my brother, me, my sister, things like that. But then knowing her, she'd be like, oh, me and this person. Then we're going like, shut up, shut up, shut up. You know, just for the sake of like actually keeping them okay.
Yeah, and like, she'd describe it in like explicit detail.
Oh yeah, so he touched me up here, or oh well, she's kind of a whore, or some shit like that, and we go, oh fuck. Well, who wants to make another episode?
Well, time to stop recording and start that bitch again.
Start that fucking shit again. Man, how fucking toothless would that be? But like an hour in, really prime time conversation, her says something demeaning to someone.
So this bitch Cindy.
In before someone who listens is called Cindy.
This bitch named Sydney something or another.
Fucking, she's gonna be like, yo, this Ethan motherfucker, a bitch.
No offense to any Sydneys listening to this, if there even is a Sydney listening to this.
Just Australia.
Unless you're Sidney Crosby, in which case you can die.
Yo, is that your ex?
No, that's a hockey player. A really shit one that cries every time a goal doesn't count.
Don't tell me that's your ex.
No, I'll tell you my. No, I'm joking.
Yo, you don't want to say that.
It's like on podcast.
Yo, she fucking, you're telling your friends, oh yeah, listen to this, it's got me in. And then you're like, yo, this person a bitch. And she's like, are you fucking kidding me? Planes, am I right?
So, how's the awkward silence?
And bro, like recovering the past, like cameras and things, like camcorders, I think's at the best.
Shit's so
Going
cool,
through,
actually.
huh?
Like, gotta think, who the fuck thought, let's make a mechanical eye? Like, who fucking figured out how to make a camera?
A
How do
long
you
time ago.
figure that shit out?
I mean, it all started off with like dissolving shit, wasn't it?
I have no idea.
But if you think about it, tech has advanced. You know, I have when we was cleaning up that room, I found my old camcorder, my first one, and a camera. And lo and behold, in that camera is various pictures of like when times we went on trips, we was on holiday, went to aquariums and shit. All
I
on
actually
dated from like 9, 10 years ago.
have a camera that's in decent quality that
Young
I've
boy me.
never used, actually.
He's actually surprisingly decent on it still.
Yeah, it's still brand new. It's barely been used.
Yeah. That's the thing. The funny thing is, this camera's like old as fuck, but still new.
Yeah. It's a good thing, actually, about some old things is that, like Nokias, you can fucking leave them in the snow for like a year. Find them, like,
There's gonna be that one day someone's gonna have like a Nokia. He had it full charge before he sold his car, or like he's like left his car in his barn fine. Someone finds it and his phone's still charged.
honestly, though. Yo, if Nokia made a comeback with fucking smartphones, they would be the most overpowered shits ever.
Well, maybe
Fucking
because
Samsung, your unbreakableness and your phone's lasting longer. Bitch, my phone doesn't die and it's been on for 5 years straight.
well, considering Energizer have now gone into the fucking phone market.
Oh my god, a week without charging this fucking cinder block.
No, it's they've managed to stack three big batteries on top of each other, right? 50 days, 50 without charging.
Holy shit.
And the funny thing is that it's got really decent specs. And I said, oh, and you want to know something funnier as well? It's got a pop-up camera, so its silhouette is directly a fucking battery.
Holy shit.
If you ask me, my thoughts on it, having a phone with a fucking long battery life is possibly the best.
Honestly. You honestly don't even really need a camera on a phone if you have a camera already. Because you can always just upload those pictures to your phone.
Yeah, but then if you're one of those people who are like, I need to take the best high quality things. Look at the nature world, like nature people and all that. I'm going to get this bird in 4K right as it spreads its wings out, and he's sitting there, he's waiting.
People have so much time to waste, honestly.
I mean, I like bird spotting and things, but it's just getting it on the right day for it to actually be nice.
Yeah, I guess so.
Same thing. I mean, you can kind of say the same thing with fishing. Like, if the weather's good, it's going to be fun. But if the weather's shit, that's it.
So mean.
Long pause. I was to say, should we call it like the wrap up
Yeah.
here? I mean, I think like an hour and 30, good enough if you ask me.
Yeah, we've had a decent podcast.
Yeah, considering it's the first one,
Yeah.
a mini talk show. Look at that, talk o'clock. Actually, the premiere talk o'clock.
Talk o'clock, episode 0.
The ignition.
There you go.
Yeah, I was gonna say, there we go, people. Here it is, and it's a goodbye from us.
See ya.